Hey Backgammon friends, I'm back with another board unboxing. This time it's another board from Turkey. A relatively new player on the backgammon board and backgammon checker market. The company goes by the name Green Backgammon, and that's because the guy that runs it and makes the boards, Bekir Yesil. Yesil is, I guess, the Turkish word for green. So he's using Green Backgammon as his name. He also has gone by GR Backgammon, but he's got a presence on Facebook, he's got a presence on Instagram, and he actually actively posts a lot on Facebook pages that have to do with backgammon boards, like if he's selling them and stuff. And it's interesting because his company is actually like a family company. It goes back to the 80s when his father was making polyester resin buttons, and really all the backgammon checkers are just basically big buttons without the 4 holes drilled in them. So he has family experience doing work with resins, and then his father's business also did something involving wood, which obviously has to do with his boards. They're made out of wood. So I reached out to Bekir and asked him about doing a board unboxing, and he was very enthusiastic and extremely good communicator. He's got good command of the English language. He can custom design boards to any kind of design you want. And with the shipping, it comes to about, I think, $450, which will get it shipped all the way to the United States. So this is how it comes in the box, wrapped in bubble wrap. And I'm gonna unbox it. Take it out of the bag, unbox it, play on it a little bit so you can get an idea of how the checkers look and how it feels, and then give you some more thoughts. 2 well packaged. Let's see, several layers of bubble wrap. Don't want to cut anything on the actual board, of course. There we go. Looks like it's actually wrapped in another layer of cellophane. Okay. Now, quite sticky. Sheesh. Okay, all right, so there's another layer of kind of plastic wrap here. So this is it. Put that away. Oh, this looks absolutely beautiful. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention about his boards is they're also green in the sense that he uses only vegan products like leatherette or vinyl. He doesn't use any animal products. So this has got like a nice sort of green vinyl on it, on this wooden case, which looks really good. And then he's got this cool handle that I think the cups are gonna match this gold toned handle. So let's see what this looks like on the inside. Wow. It's really pretty. That's great. I'm not sure what that is. It must just be for padding. Looks like there's a backgammon scoreboard. I think this is, he's basically sending me a bunch of different checkers that he wanted me to comment on and kind of just see what they look like and give him my thoughts. So I'll do that separately. And then here are the checkers. So let's see, I'm gonna take these out. Comes with a cube. Hold this styrofoam and pat it. These checkers look really nice. I'll go ahead and get these like unwrapped, and then we'll start up like playing a little match here with my son. So this is the board set up to play. It is really, really beautiful. I think it's made, I want to say out of beech, but I'll double check with that. It's very solid. It's got the built-in bear-off trays. It's got a nice cube. It's got these gold and sort of silver or kind of gray checkers, and I actually really like this sort of wood grain finish on the points. It's very cool. And then these cups are a little bit padded on the bottom. not much on the inside, so they have a nice sound to them. And then just roll out here. So 4-2 black. So yeah, this is really cool. I think it got here within like a week to 10 days after I ordered it, and it came from Turkey. And yeah, it's really gorgeous. So let me play another couple moves here. Actually, that will be black. All right, twos with a 4-point made. I think it's still gonna be like this and this. 4 and 2 again. Probably this and that. My checker play has actually gotten quite a bit better. My next tournament is going to be in Boston. I'm going to the Boston Invitational or the Boston Open at the end of October and early November. I will not be taking this board. It's way too big and too heavy to take, but I might take something. Let me do a couple more rolls here. That's a good one. So now you have like an idea of what this board looks and sounds like. So if you have any interest in reaching out to Bekir, I will be putting like his contact information in the description to this video, and I'll try and show a couple other angles, you know, off camera or like without me in the camera. And I've really had an enjoyable experience working with Bekir to make this board, and he's been very communicative ever since. So I hope he gets some new customers from this video. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you out there at the tournaments. Bye. So one of the things that Bekir also sent to me, and he mentioned this in our communications, was he sent a tray with some of his other styles of checkers. Because, like I said, his company has been making this kind of product for decades, and so he's also supplied a lot of checkers to places like Backgammon Galaxy and other board manufacturers who actually have bought checkers from him. So, I mean, some of these you might even recognize from Backgammon Galaxy boards, perhaps. These are all very solid and matte. I like those a lot. Actually, I really like this sort of yellow one. This reminds me of my checkers on my Void board that I have the blue and white and the white and blue checkers. These are a little darker than the ones on that board. These are interesting. Those red ones are interesting. So those are all kind of matte finish, flat. These are a mix of just finger dished, one more flat one. These are interesting. These kind of remind me of the ones that came with my my Hera board that had the brown and the blue. This is more solid. That's a little bit more like jazzed up with some white. That's kind of cool as well. And then let's see what these look like. Black, orange, white, red. Really nice checkers. These are all finger dished. These are mostly finger dished, and these are all the flats. I don't have a lot of boards with flat checkers on it lately. I mostly have finger dished checkers, and these are all very nice. I think he makes great looking checkers. These are the ones that kind of came with my Meta board, or maybe my very first FM Gammon board. So he was probably supplying checkers to FM Gammon. Anyways, the package was really well shipped, really well protected. Everything was actually very secure inside the board. Everything was wrapped in cellophane, and the board looks great. So I can't wait to play on it, and it's going to be definitely a really nice gem in my collection. And I think it's just absolutely beautiful. I really like the black field now that I think about it. And the checkers look really cool against that black field. So, thanks a lot for watching. Okay, so I'm playing my first game on my new Green Backgammon board from Turkey. Beautiful checkers. I love the checkers. They have a nice heft to them. It's my roll. We're just playing a 1-point match, so we're going to see if John can pull out a big comeback here. 5-2. Oh, I think he's going to require at least double something. 5-4-1. Oh my God, you can't even take off anything. Oh, that's been brutal. But this is revenge for when he beat me with my very first video, my Chris Lloyd. This is revenge. Double threes will do it. Thank you. Thanks for videographing me, John.